Welcome to the Big House in Ann Arbor, Michigan. The playoff is underway, and today it's the 11 seed versus the 6 seed. It's the UTSA Roadrunners against the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined to the booth by Joel Klatt. Holly Rowe is working the sidelines, experiencing this incredible playoff vibe.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame, this team always knows that they have got to prove themselves game in and game out. They are going against the big dogs, and Coach said, I really believe our guys can play with anyone in the country, but we will have to be on top of our execution. Our quarterback has to be outstanding, and our players know what's at stake. I just need them to relax and be themselves here today to get off to a good start. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Wolverines offense will get the first swing today. Right away, the focus on this offensive line, well aware of the challenge. You can't put on the tape and not see an imposing defensive front, Joel, that's been so good at getting after the quarterback. Can they handle it?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Chris, if they're in obvious passing situations, no, they cannot handle it. They've got to run the football effectively, in particular on first down, get into those third and shorts, because if you're in third and long, there's no chance.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, we've seen this all year, and leaning on the running back, getting things started on the ground. This is why he's got over 1,000 yards, and today is going to be no different. They've got to establish the run in order to get to the play-action pass later.
Back to pass. It's Fowler and Nicolosi. On the run here. Let's it go. Grab made by the tight end. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Good scramble by this quarterback. I know it doesn't pick up a ton of yards here, but you're creating a more manageable down and distance, and you're getting down and avoiding the hit. It's a really good job managing the game and managing the hits that you're going to take throughout the game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. He'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Grab near the sticks. It's Buchanan. And they convert on third down, moving the football to the 35. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Chambers. Breaks through down the left sideline. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. The Wolverines line up with a first and goal. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Michigan, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. What a tremendous opening statement for this offense to get the first points on the board, to execute like that, a long drive in this pressurized playoff game.
That's exactly right, Chris, and I've already talked about establishing early momentum and how critical it is in these big games, in these huge environments, and they were able to do that right off the rip. What a great drive and a great series for them. Terrific play calling. I thought the rhythm was solid, line of scrimmage played well, and here they are with an early score.
Bringing it out, it's Anderson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. So UTSA's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. We're going to find out, can this offense and this quarterback pick up where they left off in the regular season as we step to the postseason stage, Joel? All eyes on this QB.
And Chris, he has been so good and so efficient, in particular early in games, establishing the rhythm, finding those completions. I think the only way to slow down this offense and this quarterback more specifically is get to him with the pass rush.
Season opening. First down, looking for more now. Goes out of bounds, but a nice play out across the 35.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half, you get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively. You're trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. In a big picture sense, this offense representing not just their school or even their conference, but really all group of 6 conferences who've been told that you're on the fringe of the sport. For them to beat a power conference team today would be huge.
Chris, you're exactly right. And yet, as a team and more specifically as an offense, the only thing that you have total control over is your own effort level and the detail with which you play. In order to have the upset and complete the upset here today, you just have to execute. You can't be thinking about conference this and...
Got an opening here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
This defense has to adjust. If you're the defensive play caller, you've got to put a safety down into the box. You've got to get to a single high look and get the numbers on your side so you can stop the run. This is far too easy for an offense. Back-to-back rushes for first downs.
Catch made on the out route. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
They're going to run it. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
There's the handoff. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center guard, getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. The Roadrunners looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They look to throw it here on second down. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You got to understand the drop because the defense was all over.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense. Touchdown, Roadrunners, as they fight back here in this playoff game. Very satisfying drive, but perhaps a relief to finally get into the end zone to match the score from the other side in this playoff game.
Chris, it can certainly present some nervy moments when you go down in a big game and be able to answer and match this score. This is a huge moment for this offense and this team, and now they can play with a bit more freedom, in particular on the defensive side, maybe get a little bit more aggressive. I think trying to create a turnover or a short field for their offense on the ensuing possession is going to be a big moment.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. To throw, it's Paolo Nicolosi. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
A play like that can be so frustrating for a defense because, Chris, it's such a good play by the quarterback. He's able to get what he can get, create a more manageable down and distance, and he gets down and avoids the big hit. As a defense, you would at least love to get a big hit on him outside of the pocket, but they're unable to do so.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for the wide out. Caught over the middle. It's Chambers. Look out, off and running. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the home crowd here is unhinged.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from... on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the UTSA offense back out there. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Makes the grab. It's Hardy. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. The completion sets them up just a yard for the marker here on second down. And now the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage. Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them, incomplete pass.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. He's got space.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Little. Able to convert on third down. Gives them a fresh set of downs from the 22.
Well, this guy is such a key to what they do offensively. It's why he had such a monster year. Over 1,000 yards on the outside as a receiver. He has been so good for them. And one of the things that they're going to have to do is find opportunities to attack the defense with him early in this game and often in this game.
Jukes to get free. Now, juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Defense will make the stop, but it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. It's Michigan in front at the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. They'll try to run for the first down. And he's not going to get there. Short of the first down. Breaks up fourth.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Breaking free, end zone ahead. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, in our meetings, this defense told us they're going to be ready for these plays. They understand the looks and the motion, and they know that this offense loves to use these, in particular early in a game. And here they are trying to go to that well, and sure enough, defense is ready for it.
After the loss on first down, it's second and long from the 22. Looking deep downfield to the left. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. The kind of play this quarterback has been making all season long. We wonder, Joel, with this pressure playoff game, could he continue this level of play?
Well, Chris, it looks like we have our answer. This guy is going to continue to play well, and now the defense, they've got to answer a question. Do we sit back in coverage and allow this guy to pick us apart, or do we get aggressive? I think the only way to slow him down is to get him off of his spot and try to blitz him a little bit. You've got to establish some way to disrupt his rhythm.
As a design quarterback keeper, zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
This D-line is just winning the line of scrimmage, and this battle up front. They're being more physical and more aggressive, and the quarterback doesn't have really any chance to gain positive yards. You can tell he's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage from the get-go.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, Chris, this is why first and second down are so important. When you're behind the chains on third down, it is advantage defense, and they do take advantage. Good pressure. Quarterback's got nowhere to go with the football, and they're able to get the sack and get off the field.
The Roadrunners offense is back out there now. They scored a touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And right away, this running back rips off a big gain. And that was a question, right, Joel? On the road here in this playoff, could this offense quiet this crowd down by getting the running game going?
Chris, that's what makes this such a tough matchup for the home team.
Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Give a lot of credit to this defense here because this is the right play call. They're trying to utilize the success of the last snap, an explosive run, and they're trying to throw play action and get these safeties down in the box and take a big shot over the top. And the defense was ready. Nobody bites, and the defensive line is able to get up the field and get after the quarterback.
And tackled there by the defense.
Man, my favorite thing about corners is when they're aggressive and they tackle well. This is just an easy hitch on the outside. It's man coverage, and so this corner is on an island. If he doesn't make this tackle, it's going to be a big gain, and he steps up and does it beautifully. This guy is always willing to stick his nose in there for the tackle.
Crucial third down play right here. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Little. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Well, this is why 1st and 2nd down success is so critical. You give yourself a 3rd and short, and now you can throw it or run it. And a lot of us thought they were going to run it here, but you can still put this ball in the air, and the quarterback is able to get a nice completion, and they're able to move the chains.
Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
That is a good job by this wide receiver and the quarterback recognizing the zone coverage. When you've got a crossing route, you've got to sit down in that window. You see it zone, sit down, give the numbers to your quarterback, and he's able to put the ball on the frame, and they get a nice completion there. This is a great job of recognition from everybody on the offense, but more specifically that wide receiver and quarterback. Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run, and that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7. Here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. The back's got it. It's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Makes it look easy. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
Boy, I thought in that situation they might go for it. 4th and short in the red zone. But they did talk about points being at a premium in this matchup. And if they got in this situation, they wanted to put points on the board, and they do so here.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. On first down, it's play action. That's caught. It's Owens. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man, I love getting the ball to the fullback after the play action pass. It's so easy to lose the fullback as a defense because the linebacker who's responsible for him in pass coverage also has a big responsibility in the run defense. So now he's in conflict. Good play fake. He doesn't know what to do, and the fullback is wide open.
They'll run it here. As the first down is still going. That's good for a first down near the 40.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a first down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Movement here from the tight end. He keeps it on a design run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not...
The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. He could go. At the 20, at the 10. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
This group is so good. You try to force the ball against this group, they are going to step in front and pick it off. But here's what I really love. Look at all of these guys. All 10 players that don't have the ball. They're looking for blocks, trying to put it in the end zone. That's exactly what they do.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football, and thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking for his big tight end. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, you got to play well on 3rd down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on 1st and 2nd. He's got to be great in situations. And one of those situations that I think about is 3rd down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on 4th.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The UTSA offense is back out on the field now. So on this possession, a couple things in play. Can they add to the lead and maybe, as importantly, milk the clock? Handoff heading left. Oh, look out, he's got open space. Tackle made after a big gain.
That is a tremendous job by the left side of that offensive line. Look at those blocks on the edge, and then clearly once you get out there as a back, you need perimeter blocking, and these wide receivers showing some unselfish play blocking downfield.
Ball handed off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, you get into these big games in the playoff, every 1st down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 1st downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that. What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll hand it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Now a timeout called by the offense. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
That's really solid defense being gap sound here in their defensive front 7. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Takes off in a bootleg. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. And they will try out the field goal team here. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. This group was coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? He's running out of time here. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Time to start the second half, but first an update from Holly Rowe on the sideline. Holly?
Checking in with the UTSA head coach at halftime, he understands in the first round of a college football playoff game, ball security is the most important thing. They have the lead. They have performed well. And now with the ball to start the third quarter, he continues to talk to them about ball security. The team that makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win this playoff game. That's the message he is pounding home with his guys here in the third. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
And that is the spark that they desperately needed. Down in this ball game, this offense hasn't done a ton. Defense had to step up, and they do. They're able to not only get the ball back, but they put it in the end zone and close this deficit. What a massive play for this group.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. The pass rush closing in. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
The quickest way to impact the passing game is to impact the timing of the passing game. And that's why this defensive staff talked to us about getting to the quarterback. And even if you're not hitting him, even if you're not sacking him, make him feel that pressure. And here he's clearly hurried, and that leads to the incompletion.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is a magnificent job by this defense. You get these toss sweeps, and here's the deal. You've got to secure the edge and use leverage out there, and they do a great job of that, and the running back has to get himself back in the interior. Once he does that, he's running right back into the pursuit of the defense, and Chris, there's nowhere to go. That's a great stop. What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a first down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's 4th down. Again, timing. You got to show up at the right time with physicality. Knocks the ball loose, 4th down.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Short gain makes it 2nd and long. That's tough against a defense like this.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 30.
QB keeper all the way. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Important 3rd down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Nice grab. It's Buchanan. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. So a nice throw by the quarterback. He's had a productive day. He hasn't been perfect. Joe, can he make a play here to put his team on top?
I think you put it perfectly there because, again, it's about the short memory. You erase those mistakes made previously in this game, and you think about the execution moving forward, the plays that you could make, the details of what you need to do from this point moving forward. If you're able to do that with that short memory, then you can go have success and come back in this game.
14. Ready to go.
And the pass is incomplete.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here, they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a 1st down. That's just like a gimme.
Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. The Wolverines looking to run some tempo here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Here comes the pressure. Downfield shot, balls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You cannot miss a wide-open wide receiver down the field. That's a big play, a huge play. Could have broken this game wide open. You've got to step through your drop back, and if anything, underthrow that ball. This cannot go over his head.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the UTSA offense back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. And here's the handoff. Breaking into the clear. He's got the 1st down and still motoring. They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you'll love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
Great read by the quarterback in the RPO game. Run-pass option. He's reading the defender on the outside, and as soon as that defender defends the pass, he's going to hand the football off. Look at the crease. Beautiful play and an easy pickup for this offense.
He bought some time, now lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete.
Chris, these are so difficult to defend, and the reason is that tight end is normally so involved in the run blocking. So when you put a play-action fake out there, there is conflict on the defense. That defender who's responsible for the tight end and pass coverage also has run responsibility. That's what allows the tight end to be open, and now you just have to hit him with an accurate ball. Beautiful job by this offense, and again, one of those concepts as a quarterback I absolutely love.
Offense in a good spot here on 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard completion. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front and win your one-on-ones. If you can do that as a front seven, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Touchdown, UTSA. This offense cannot be stopped. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
UTSA 34, Michigan 24.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Well, these run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
Game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Offensive line getting set. His first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Dump off caught by the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Defense all over that first down throw. Short gain makes it 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. And the quarterback features the wide receiver. He's been one of the few bright spots with this offense today. Joe, can you make a play to make up this deficit?
Well, I think he might have to, Chris, because as you suggested, there just isn't much going right for this offense at this point other than the matchup you've got on the outside. He's creating space. He's been reliable with his hands. That's where you can move the football. You might as well sit right there because that's what's working.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Into the clear. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
1852, soldier! 1852, soldier! Go, go!
Here's the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll bring him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 9-yard line. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Michigan. Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score. So the offense obviously declines that penalty on the defense, and the touchdown will stand. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer.
Offside, defense.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Open field ahead. They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This could create some problems for a defense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So UTSA has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. Here we go, first play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. It's a draw to the back. They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game.
It's a nice run, but at this point in the game, they need to get some chunk plays downfield.
Wideouts now clustered. Going to throw for it on third and short. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Hardy. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Chris, that was the defense's chance to get off the field. It's third down. You're trailing. Have to get the ball back, and they give up a conversion. That is a back-breaking play for this defense.
Thrown quickly. Caught in the right flat. So the completion yields 7 yards. Solid gain to set up 2nd and 3. Handoff here from the shotgun. They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game.
And that's the first down for the offense.
And the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on 1st down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on 1st.
And the Roadrunners are in the red zone now. They'll feed the back again. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8.
I'm a big fan of this back. You can tell he understands the game. He understands situations. You can see he knows where he needs to get, and he's able to get the line to gain, move the chains for a 1st down.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, 4th quarter, and able to run the football on 1st down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Now, this has become a really entertaining playoff game. Both offenses back and forth answering each other. Now, Joe, which side can execute better here in the 2nd half and come out with a W?
Well, Chris, you call the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. This is one of those great volleys. Back and forth we go. These offenses trading big old forehands from the baseline. And I got to tell you, it just feels like this is going to be an instant classic.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Defense showing blitz here. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. The pocket breaking down, and he dumps it off to the tight end. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. So it's 2nd down and 9. The completion not producing much there on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him for a sack on 3rd down.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on 3rd and long, but they just don't.
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. On the tackle made, but it's enough for a 1st down. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Short return tackled at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense. Working clock with the ground game. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground here. And tests the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Kick is away high, headed toward the sideline. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense. Now is the time to execute late in this close game. Down multiple scores late in this playoff game, it's essential they find the end zone right here. Looking to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. That's reeled in, it's Chambers. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
I tell you, Chris, defensively, this is death by 1,000 cuts. They just allow these hitch routes to create 2nd and manageable, 3rd and manageable. It's too easy for the offense. The off coverage has got to change. They've got to get up in the face of this wide receiver and force him to have a difficult release. Take away the easy throw, or else this is going to be a long game.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking for a late deep shot. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Oh, he's bringing it back. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Chris, how many times do we see this? You know the quarterback's got to start being aggressive. They've got a multiple possession deficit, and they've got to put the ball into more precarious spots, and it gets picked off here. Listen, this is just a...
Look out, he's breaking free. They make the tackle, but this running back continues to churn out the yards. What a performance in this playoff game. 2nd down after that previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now Michigan chooses to use their 3rd and final timeout. Strategy session before this 3rd down play. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The Roadrunners will line up on 1st and 10. It's victory formation. Quarterback will kneel down.